I'm Josh Allen, bread guy at Companion, and Thanksgiving. People always tell us, what do we do? How do we use Companion bread to make some great stuffing? And we are not big fans of store-bought box stuffings here. It's so easy to do, it's very simple, and you can do it with great breads. We are going to do it today with our pumpkin cranberry bread, which is a great whole grain, whole wheat bread made with roasted pumpkin seeds and cranberry. Very simple to do. First thing you're going to do is cut your pumpkin cranberry bread into nice sized cubes. You're going to bake them off in the oven for a few minutes. 10, 15 minutes in the oven to dry them out. If you can do it and cut them and leave them out the night before, that's also fine. So what we want to do is dry out the bread a little bit so it has the ability to absorb and suck in a little bit more of all the goodness and the deliciousness that we're going to put in here. So 4 tablespoons of parsley and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. In with our toasted or dried out pumpkin cranberry bread. Just going to toss it a little bit and we're going to set that aside for a second. Then very simply, you can see, very, very, very simple. 2 cups of heavy cream, 6 eggs, 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of cracked pepper, and a 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. Going to blend that together. Very simply. Going to mix that together. We're going to add that in with our bread and our olive oil and our parsley. We're going to give that a nice stir to coat. And we're going to let that sit for a few minutes just to absorb all that moisture. 10, 15 minutes is probably best. You know, right now it certainly looks a little bit runny and a little bit wet, and what we want to do is make sure that that bread has a good opportunity before all these ingredients start to cook to absorb and soak in together. Put it into a pan, 9 by 13 casserole. It may actually also fit in an 8 by 8 pan depending on what you have. This is what we happen to have here today at the cafe. Again, keeping in mind that you were going to have allowed that to sit a little bit and it will absorb it a little bit better. You're going to take that and you're going to place that in a 350-degree oven. You can cover it a little bit if you want to keep it from getting too dark. Again, it depends on kind of how your oven heats. We're using convection heat here. Can certainly be done in a conventional oven. The times obviously are going to vary a little bit. So we're going to set that in the oven. Now we're going to wait. We'll get back to our turkey. We'll get back to our cranberry sauce. Maybe we'll go play with the kids for a few minutes and we'll see what happens. You can see when it comes out of the oven, it has beautiful brown color. All those ingredients have kind of come together and bounded a little bit. It's a little bit like a savory bread pudding, not necessarily your traditional stuffing. Serve it, cut little squares out of it, serve it right alongside your great roasted turkey, your cranberry sauce, all those great things. Very simple. Give it a nice little cut. You're going to get the really nice flavor of the cranberry. You're going to get the roasted pumpkin seeds. You're going to get just all of that stuff kind of coming together, and it makes a great addition to your Thanksgiving table.